If someone had told me back in 2011 when I joined the school that I would represent Great Britain in tennis and that I would end up at the university in St Andrews, I don't think I would have believed them. But I think because of the self-belief given to me from the Ashford school experience, I believed in myself that I could go and play for Britain in tennis, and I could go to a top university and I could study what I want to study.
I think if I hadn't gone to Ashford, I probably wouldn't have got into vet school. I'm quite quiet, so I'd have just sat in the middle of a big class and got lost and not really done very well, I think. I don't think I'd have made it if I hadn't gone to Ashford.
I don't think our mum could have given us an equivalent education without the help. I think especially after our parents got divorced.
Our mum could never have done it independently.
Nicholas went to a very good state school and we were really happy when he got into the local grammar school. But the change when he went to Ashford, Ashford for us was always something that was never on our radar.
It just seemed a pipe dream to me. I mean, there was no way on, with my wife working in the local surgery, me a fireman, that we could ever dream of sending our child to private school.
What drives me as a head and as a person is creating the opportunity for other people to be successful, and to do that for more children from broader backgrounds is a real passion of mine.
I've got a personal stake in this. I received an award to an independent school in the Midlands in the 1970s, and I suppose I can attest to the transformational nature of those awards. I was the first person in my family to go to university, for example.
The assisted place was suggested to us and we pursued that path. Nicholas was accepted at Ashford and it turned his life around, I think. He always had ideas of where he would like to go, but the school opened up opportunities that we would never have considered.
The environment at Ashford was very different to the environment at any school that I went to before. Because everybody around you is believing in what they're doing and they do it with conviction, I think that rubs off on other people, and I think they start to believe that they can do whatever they want to do in life.
The school definitely made me think it was possible. They encouraged me to go for it.
There was always a support system there, and I do think I'm very lucky that I was somewhere they recognised that I did have dyslexia. I used to hate books because I couldn't read, and now I'm going to study English literature at university. So it definitely made a big difference.
I can measure success, I think, by looking at the individuals and just how transformative the experience of being in this school is.
I think it does all, again, boil down to the Ashford school thing.
What Robbie's achieved and what he's going to go on to achieve is amazing. You know, to think that he's my lad and myself and my wife never went to university or had these opportunities, and his work ethic and the fact that he's got his head down and he's studying all the time is amazing. And one of the biggest things was his final day at Ashford School. He said farewell to the pupils and the staff, but then just as we were walking out the door, I think his name was Mr. Dawes, one of the caretaker guys, came up and shook his hand and said to us how wonderful Robbie was. And that just made the day.
So we are reaching out really to people who value education. We really want those families to come to us and say, can you help? Can you provide financial support for my child to go to Ashford School? That's what we're seeking.